Now, is your warehouse located in New Jersey or are you in New York?
No, we're in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
And that's where you plan to stay?
Yeah, Sebastian's got his whole family there. I got my family there.
You guys don't want to just take everybody and move down to South Beach?
No, I would love it. I would love it, but our employees, it's tough to get people to uproot, and they've been with us all. We have a very high retention rate. You know, people love working for us. We provide benefits and just a great company morale. So I don't want to lose the employees.
And now, how many employees do you have?
About 50.
50 employees.
In-house, and then another 10 or 15 overseas.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And you provide benefits.
Yes.
Which include, I'm sure, medical stuff for them.
Yeah.
You know,
Mental,
the funny thing is,
vision,
and I can see that I could definitely understand that the retention would be there because all I see you guys doing in your posts is celebrating. Yeah. I see you guys working, but you guys are always celebrating. You know, there's a couple of posts where, you know, they're in this like conference room, right? I always see the conference room, and like I just saw Sebastian's birthday. Everybody was singing "Happy Birthday, Sebastian!" Happy birthday, Sebastian! Yeah. So I wish you could have been here, but I saw that today actually. But like, there's always somebody celebrating some kind of either achievement, and doing something like that. And you know, speaking into achievements is going to go right into what I was thinking about going into. But you guys offer a I don't want to call it a course, because I don't want to put you in the same category as some of these other people. But what you guys offer? eSellers RI.
Yes.
What would you categorize that as?
It's a course mentorship community and first access to all the events we host all over the world.
So they offer it's basically like wholesale school, pretty much. It's like wholesale school. Like if you want to know what you're doing, and we'll definitely put links in the description for you guys if you guys need to check it out or you want to check it out or whatnot. Yeah. But you guys offer awards.
Yes.
To people that are now all these people are just wholesaling, right? There's no other.
No, a lot of them, they start off, you know, doing retail arbitrage, online arbitrage. They're trying to make the transition.
Okay.
You know, so there's some who maybe 50-50 split between OA, RA, and wholesale. And then there's some private label guys who got some extra cash they want to throw around and they join for that. And then we have some really large wholesale businesses.
I'm actually really glad you said that, because I've had some people mention to me how I felt about your course, and my answer is always the same. I'm like, well, I can't comment. I don't know. I know they know what they're doing. I've never actually taken the course. If it was up to me and I was to make a decision, I would say I'd probably trust these guys, right? These guys know what they're doing. You know, these guys are not afraid to show their numbers and they're not afraid to show their cards. For a lot of you people out there that email me and ask me, you know, oh, I don't want to go into wholesale. I mean, it's not just about wholesale. You know, people are starting in RA and OA and transitioning into wholesale, or learning how to transition into wholesale. You've heard it here first from the guy who freaking wrote the book. So
it's cool too, because those awards we ship out, so I have all the data on everybody's sales. So our community, they sell about $35 million a month on Amazon.
35 million.
Yeah.
Somebody sells $35 million a month.
No. The community collectively,
35 million
they do about $35
so
million
you help
a month.
A group of people that sell $35 million a month.
Yeah.
That is what's the math on that per year? 33. It's 3,900? 390, 390 million?
It's up there.
Something like that?
Yeah.
It's 400 million?
It's close to $500 million.
That is absolutely fucking nuts. That is absolutely nuts.
Yeah.
What are the tiers on your awards? Do you start with like, you know, 100,000 in sales a month kind of thing, or do you have like something smaller to help?
Yeah, definitely. 10K, proof of concept.
Okay.
You know, 10K is where like people are like, wow, this works. You know,
right.
Because 10K is not even that challenging.
No.
You know,
you'd be doing 10K a week.
Yeah, you could be doing 10K a week easy. Hit a couple retail stores and, you know, without a doubt, some online stores, without a doubt, 10K. So that's like the proof of concept trophy. And then after that's 50K a month. You know, that's when you really start getting some momentum and you're like, I could definitely build this to 6 figures monthly.
That's wild. What's your biggest award that you have?
$2 million a month.
$2 million a month.
Yeah.
Now, you said you help a lot of bigger wholesale guys you have. Is there somebody that really stands out that started from like, say, the 10K award and now does like $1 million a month or something like that?
Yeah, so this gentleman, Ethan, he really stands out to me. You know, so before he joined eSellers RI, this was maybe two years ago, I'd say, he was very on the fence. And I had a phone call with him and his father for about an hour, just so they could learn more about me and I could learn more about them. And they made the commitment. And listen, at the end of the day, eSellers RI is $3,000. Not a lot of cash, right? When you think about it.
Is that a write-off?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So it's technically you're only paying 65% of that, which is huge, right? And sometimes the cost of not investing in something is much more than the cost of actually investing in it.
I agree.
You know, so he joined, right? His business started to really grow. He was doing right around a little less than $1 million a month, about, you know, a year, maybe 15 months later.
Okay.
And at the time, we created a new program for large wholesalers, which is called the Inner Circle. And he joined the Inner Circle, and from the Inner Circle, he grew from $1 million a month to or a little less than 2.5 million a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
2.5 million a month.
Yeah.
Now he does wholesale.
Yes, he's
And see,
100% wholesale.
And when I see these bigger numbers, they're usually wholesale guys. When I see these
Yeah.
million, 10 million a month accounts, it's usually because they're doing wholesale.
Yes.
What would you say is an average margin of somebody doing wholesale? Because so I'm a big RA guy, right?
Yeah.
So all my YouTube videos are on RA and retail arbitrage. I don't really mess with OA, and if I do, I really don't film it because it's boring. I'm sitting at a freaking computer,
sitting
right?
at a desk.
Same thing like wholesale.
Clicking
I mean,
away. Yeah.
it's not entertaining. Right?
Yes.
But with RA, you can have profit margins as high as 100%.
Yeah.
Sometimes 120, 150%.
Yeah,
right?
they're nowhere near that.
What would you say a good healthy profit margin for wholesale?
Yeah, average is between 15 and 25. You know, so landing right at 20 is pretty standard.
And I mean, if you're hitting 20%, but you're able to order the same product over time,
Yeah.
time and time again, that replenishable. All it takes is hard work, dedication, and time.
Yeah, it's a volume game.
It's a volume game.
It's a volume game, 100%. You get a couple SKUs that are selling 500-600 units a month. You know, at 20% on a $20 product, you're talking a nice chunk of change back in your pocket.
Now, somebody joins. Well, first of all, can you tell me what is eSellers RI? What does that stand for?
eSellers Resource Initiative.
Okay, so eSellers, we can figure that out.
Yes.
Resource Initiative. Okay,
Yes.
all right, cool. I was always wondering. I'm like, does that have? I would think my dumb ass. I'm like, yo, is that Rhode Island? Is that what is it? Like RI? Is it? I'm trying to think of a name's initials, but okay, Resellers Initiative. Okay, cool. So a typical person that joins eSellers RI,
Yes.
right? What can they expect to learn as far? Because I think there might be. I don't know if there's misconceptions, but somebody who signs up.
Yes.
Can they expect to get a head start with distributors or certain products? Or is it more like, I'm going to give you a fishing rod and teach you how to fish. You have to do it. I'm not going to give you the fish to eat.
The second. It's the
okay.
second, right? And I'm a firm believer. I don't give distributors to anybody. You know, and the reason why is because then you become Eric reliant instead of self-reliant. Because what happens is something happens to that distributor. They cut you off. They go out of business. They run out of stock. Then you're running back to me.
To you. Yep.
Yeah. And that's not an efficient way to grow any business. So instead, I teach them the frameworks and the systems, the same ones that me and Sebastian used and train our team on to find every distributor we've ever opened an account with.